Hi there, what a wonderful evening it is. Welcome to the broadcast. It is the 9th day of March 2024. We are glad that you've chosen EBN TV to inform you tonight. We've got quite a bit in store on EBN Weekend Edition. Let's take a look at stories making headlines tonight. Azimio la Umoja coalition camps in Nairobi as they made a rallying call to Kenyans to support the African Union Commission bid. Kalonzo drums up support for the National Dialogue Committee report that was tabled to President William Ruto on Friday. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua attends burial of former State House Comptroller Lawrence Lenayapa. Well, you can be part of this broadcast. Watch us live across our social media platforms on EBN TV, and you can watch us as well on our website at www.ebntv.co.ke. My name is Cynthia Nanjala. Let's get started. Now, Kalonzo Musyoka presented the National Dialogue Committee report to President William Ruto at State House on Friday, and he emphasized the importance of the National Assembly bills to support their conclusions. Kalonzo Musyoka has suggested that despite challenges, they must work efficiently as time is limited. He highlighted the need to uphold the 2/3 gender rule in both the National Assembly and the Senate, and he also encouraged other regions to follow the example of Machakos County in achieving the balanced leadership within the counties.
Na kina Robert wamepitisha kwa National Assembly na Senate wamepitisha, ile mebaki ni the bills anchoring this conclusion. Na hakuna jambo la kucheza. Wakijaribu kuharibu tena, wananchi wa Kenya wako na uhuru chini ya katiba kufanya yale ambayo mama kama huyu ameshughulikia sana, amechangia pakubwa kuhakikisha nchi yenye uhuru wa haki, na mwenye haki anajua kwamba ni mwananchi wa Kenya. So hivyo usiogope lolote. Adui yule mkubwa kabisa ni uoga. Uoga ndio the worst enemy. Senator Kavindu ametuambia yule, and this in the Bible, adui wa mwisho ni kifo na atashindwa Yesu atakaporudi. Kwa hivyo mujipige moyo konde, mujikakamue, mujue kila wakati siadhi na mavinda si moko na mayoba. Na ndio nyinyi mkatunukiwa na chama kupatiwa mjumbe wenu. He should be the deputy majority leader. Kama sio hawa watu wa Kenya Kwanza kuharibu mikakati ya katiba. Kwa sababu coalition ya Azimio iliibuka na wabunge wengi, lakini wengine wakanunuliwa usiku, na jambo hilo tulishughulikia vile vile kwa mazungumzo yetu. Angekuwa majority deputy leader. But never mind, yaliyopita, yaliyodwele sipite.
Now, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party leader Raila Odinga has once again come out to assure his supporters that he will still be lurking around the Kenyan political scene, even if his African Union Commission chairperson bid is successful. Speaking in Kibra constituency on Saturday during a groundbreaking tuition block construction visit at the Raila Education Center, Odinga assured Kenyan citizens that he can concurrently serve both the African continent and the nation. The opposition boss went on to state that whenever Kenyans need him, he will respond to their call.
Watu msikia mimi nataka kwenda kuwa rais wa Afrika nini? Jumuiya ya Afrika. Lakini baba yuko hapa. I'll be around here. I'll be around here. I'm not going to be away. I will continue to ensure that things are working in my own country. I will work for the continent of Africa, but at the same time work for Kenya. I can be able to scale the stairs and chew the gum at the same time. Kwa hivyo watu ambao wanasema ati baba anatoka, sijui baba nani, wanahangaika, anasema ngoo, baba yuko tu hapa. Na wakati ikifika, mkinitaka baba, na mkiniita, mtaitika.
Kwa hivyo wale walikuwa wanasema baba ameondoka ameenda, hakuna mahali baba ameenda. Si mnamuona hako toi sahi. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru baba, umechukua muda kuja kushiriki na sisi hii hafla, kuzindua hii miradi ya maendeleo. Na ukiona watu wanafurahia sana, wanasema tutaenda kukampenia baba huko nje, wanafikiria wanafukuza baba Kenya. Hakuna mahali baba anaenda. Na wengine hawajawahi ombea baba kura hata hapa Toi. Lakini leo wanatuambia wataombea baba kura Afrika. Kama hujui hata chairman wa Toi, ndio tutakutuma uombee president wa Seychelles kura ya baba. Jameni, watu waache kusumbua baba. Baba, your name alone is enough to make you the chair of AUC.
Now, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga should pull out of the Kenyan politics and concentrate on his quest to become the African Union Commission chair. Well, these were the words by Game Member of Parliament Elisha Ochieng Odhiambo. Now, Odhiambo at the same time challenged the Orange Democratic Movement party leadership to restrain itself from partisan politics that may negatively affect Raila's quest for the continental job, adding that the opposition party must embrace everybody who can positively contribute to the former Prime Minister's success.
If there's any time that ODM needs to restrain itself, is this time. Because our party leader is going to be the AU chairperson. I believe, I'm convinced, he has the competence and competencies that are requisite for that position. I also know that the President of the Republic of Kenya has put his foot down to support him so that he's a chairperson in Ethiopia. But let me repeat, for avoidance of doubt, while we are looking votes for a party leader, we ask him to pull back and leave politics to us for now. I know that yesterday he made a decision that is going to transfer leadership. If he wins the position, he will transfer leadership to Paranya and Joho. I repeat for a fourth time, in April election, when elections are called, I'm going to vie as the Secretary General of ODM because I want ODM to have discipline.
Now, President William Ruto has made a strong call to tackle tribalism and maintain national unity, and this was stated during his speech at the swearing-in ceremony of the new Deputy Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, Lieutenant General Charles Muriu Kahari, and service commanders at State House in Nairobi. Now, the head of state promoted Major General Charles Muriu Kahari to the honorable rank of Lieutenant General and appointed him as the Deputy Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces. Now, Ruto complimented the KDF officers for their course and their role to ensure that Kenyans are safe. As Commander-in-Chief, President Ruto assured all the armies in the country that he will support them and give them his financial support as well. And Hariri will take the place of retiring Lieutenant General Jonah Maina Mwangi, who is retiring after 42 years in service.
Commander of the Kenya Navy, do swear in the name of the Almighty God.
To the best of my ability, respect, uphold
your commitment to Kenya, your professionalism as officers, and the positions that you have been appointed to are positions you have merited out of your commitment to service to the people of Kenya. And this morning, you take over heavy responsibilities. I am confident that the positions that you now occupy are positions that you're going to use to build the military as an institution. The strength of a nation comes from the strength of institutions that make up the nation. Our Kenya Defence Forces is a very important institution in the Republic of Kenya. It is an important institution because it is among the critical institutions that provide stability to the nation. Without security and stability, it becomes much more difficult to achieve all the other aspirations as a nation. The aspirations for economic development, social development, political progress.
Now, Mount Kenya leaders have asked the president to protect his deputy from attacks by his opponents. The leaders noted that the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, was being attacked with persons who brought little to the table during the election period. Led by Kimani Ngunjiri and his counterpart Charles Kanyi, they noted that the need for the community to unite and forge ways on how the community will benefit from the government. The leaders have also supported the president's speech on the 2/3 gender rule as they asked the women to look for those opportunities.
Your Excellency, don't agree the deputy president wako asumbuliwe kwa mwaka moja na nusu kama hujamaliza kipindi chako. Na wale wanataka kumsumbua, ikifika 2032, basi kila mtu ajipeleke, hatuna shida. But for now ndio inchi ikuwe stable. Ile promise ulitupea, hautakubali deputy wako asumbuliwe. Please, we urge usimame na hiyo na ukataza hii watu wanarukaruka kwa sababu ya hiyo, kwa sababu itaharibu politically ya Kenya na itaharibu mambo mengi.
Mimi united kwa sababu hata sisi tuko kwa serikali na tunaheshimiwa kwa sababu ya umoja wetu. Kwa hivyo naomba wale wanazunguka, wale wanaongea maneno mingi, sisi wote tuko nyuma ya Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Na sisi tunaomba wa Kenya, wa Mount Kenya waangalie vizuri sana. Juu wakati tutagawanika itakuwa vigumu sana hata kupata hata kusikika ama kuendelea kwenda kunegotiate kitu yote.
Data zinatuambia Kenya women are 52%. They are more than men. But my question asked, kwa nini wapigagi wa mama kura? We must follow the democracy of this country. There is a constitution of freedom of voting. Kwa hivyo wafanye bidii kama vile Dani amesema, wafanye bidii waweze kujiposition. Kwa sababu hata kama wale tumeona laini ya mbele wakizungumza hiyo mambo at G7 ambaye ilikuwa ni yangu akaichukua, mimi sina maneno, lakini wananchi wanaangalia ni wangapi wanabidii hapo, ni wangapi corrupt wako hapo, na ni wangapi ni wezi hapo, na ni wangapi wazuri.
Now, former State House Comptroller and Ambassador of Kenya to the Netherlands, Lawrence Lenayapa, has today been laid to rest at his Muthaiga home in Nanyuki. Lenayapa passed away on February 29th in Nairobi, aged 59. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was among the top government leaders who attended the funeral service held at the Benedictine Monastery Catholic Church in Nanyuki. And Lenayapa served as the comptroller from 2013 to 2018 when he was appointed by former President Uhuru Kenyatta upon assuming power. He was later deployed to the Netherlands in 2018 as the ambassador, and was also formerly in the principal secretary of the Ministry of Environment and Mineral Resources. Top government officials, including cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, heads of different state agencies, and governors from Laikipia, Kajiado, Bungoma, and Marsabit were among the leaders that attended the funeral.
And I said, he never asked anything for himself. He'd always call me, I have this and that function, tafuta 1,300 ulete. Niko na waredio wamekwama hapa, nimemaliza nilikuwa naye, tafuta ulete. And it will never end. So I made it a habit, as long as Lawrence was in Nairobi, to have some money in the car. Gone before I come. I'll mobilize friends of Lawrence, will come to Loya Galani and finish that church that started.
Lawrence alikuwa ni mtu ya kusort out issues, conflicts. Akiwa Mogadesh, akiwa Taita. There was one time they posted 2 DCs to Baringo. Yule ambaye aliitwa to come and neutralize was this great man lying here. Ndiye akaambia wengine, wakaambia moja alikuwa anaitwa Malim, mwingine I can't remember the name. But he went and stabilized Baringo. And that time it was not easy to be posted kwa county or district ya president. So he served there, and then when regime changed, this gentleman was a great man.
We all fondly remember our brother for his selflessness, his exemplary leadership, very accommodating, very dependable, and we know that we are all going to miss him.
Tessie Mudavadi's spouse to Musalia Mudavadi has launched the Okoa Malkia Initiative in Uasin Gishu County in partnership with the Mudavadi Memorial Foundation. The initiative aims to distribute neonatal equipment, including portable ultrasound screening, to hospitals across all 47 counties in Kenya to improve maternal and child care. The program covers 4 thematic areas, including environment, the elderly, the disabled, and maternal and child care, with a focus on empowering infants and women to reach their full potential. The initiative involves collaboration with various stakeholders, including health institutions, universities, research bodies, regulatory bodies, and both county and national governments.
Covers 4 thematic areas: the environment, the elderly, the disabled, and maternal and child care. This is one of our programs. It is fitting that we come together in this vibrant community to embark on an initiative that uplifts and empowers both infants and women, ensuring that every individual has the opportunity to reach their full potential. The Okoa Malaika initiative aims to distribute neonatal equipment to hospitals in all 47 counties in Kenya. By doing so, we will ensure the well-being of mother and child.
When it comes to persons with disabilities, most of the people who care for those are mothers. If it's about the elderly, they are in the hands of mothers. If it is a newborn, a preterm baby, in the hands of environmental health and sanitation, we want to be present there. So today, as we celebrate the International Women's Day, whatever Mama Tessie has chosen to do is a demonstration of the power of the women of this country.
Kakamega County was rated to be the second in the country that has recorded high teenage pregnancy cases, with Shinyalu leading within the county, which has prompted Area Member of Parliament Fred Ikana to initiate a campaign in collaboration with administrative officials to raise awareness among parents about the dangers of early pregnancies and ways to curb it. He spoke during the official launch of the construction of the multi-story classrooms at Mugomari High School in the constituency, and Ikana stated that the surge in early pregnancies is leading to a decline in academic performance and a reduction in the number of female students in school. He urged the community to embrace the campaign against early pregnancies.
Mr. Freddy Khan.
Tunafanya ile inaitwa civic education, yani uhamasishaji wa jamii ili wajue athari za mimba na ndoa za mapema ambazo zinaathiri jamii kiuchumi na pia kisaikolojia. Tunaomba ya kwamba tuendelee kuhakikisha ya kwamba watoto wetu tunawachunga, watoto wetu tunawalea. Wale ambao wako na tabia ya kutongoza watoto wadogo ambao hawajahitimu umri wachukuliwe hatua kali kabisa za kisheria, na wale ambao wako na tabia ya kufanya makosa na kwenda kufanya negotiations behind the door, tunasema ya kwamba ikiwa sisi kama viongozi tutaweza kugundua kwamba kuna wazazi ambao wanajihusisha na masuala ya backdoor negotiations ya wale ambao wanakosea jamii, hao pia tutawachukulia hatua za kisheria ili tuhakikishe ya kwamba watoto wetu wako salama katika shule, katika manyumbani na katika nafasi zote ambazo wanazihudumu katika jamii yetu.
Residents of Bondeni area in Vita constituency, Mombasa County, are crying foul following eviction threats from an absentee landlord who claims ownership of a land they're residing on. The locals, led by former Mombasa Mayor Rajab Sumba, claim the absentee landlord has been serving eviction notices to every household in the area time to time, demanding the demolition of their homes through the land, although the land does not belong to her. They're now calling on the National Land Commission, NLC, to intervene and solve the issue.
Mwenye plot ambayo title inasema ni Salim bin Khalfan El Busaid Liwali of Mombasa, na opposite yake ni XL54. Vile vile ni Salim bin Khalfan El Busaid Liwali of Mombasa. Hatujui ni process gani walifanya, uliwali haurithiwi. Ati ikaandikwa barua na registrar wakati wanataka kufanya subdivision, wakasema ni ya Maya bin Salim upande wa 1068, na XL54 pia ni Maya bin Salim. Sasa mbona Maya hakurithi uliwali? Sasa kwa nini kuweko kuna selection? Alafu maregistrar hapa wanakwenda wanaua zile titles za Salim bin Khalfan, wanatoa title mpya.
Safe Trust ametoa barua kwa kila mwenye nyumba avunje nyumba yake, amwachie kiwanja wazi. Na kama mnavyojua, sisi nyumba hizi na za miaka 200 tumezaana, mababa na manyanya na mamama, watoto, wajukuu. Hii ndio home.
Kuleta matrakta wavunje majumba, na wao wamekaa hapa. Sasa hivi nikisema labda ni karibu 200 years. Toka mamangu, toka nyanyake anakaa hapa. Na wenyewe hatuwajui kusema kweli. Wanasema hizi zetu ati ni hati nyumba. Tutashangaa kwa nini wanatupeleka mbio hivyo.
Now to sports. Football Kenya Federation, in collaboration with the Laikipia County Government, have conducted a referees and coaches training in Laikipia. The trainings, which have been going on in Nanyuki and Rumuruti towns, have seen a total of 90 referees trained and 30 coaches as well. This brings the total number of referees in Laikipia to 220. Laikipia FKF Secretary General Joseph Jagero lauded this move, saying that previously they have been training with trained referees, or some having to oversee 3 matches in a day, which was very tiring, and they're hopeful that this will reduce that.
Last week tulikuwa Rumuruti, tulikuwa tunatrain 45 referees. Tukakuja hapa Laikipia East, tukatrain 31 referees and 30 coaches. This means kwamba the county government wamewapatia ajira, because watakuwa wakipataga officiate wanapata match fee yao.
So ile impact tutakuwa nayo kama county ni kuwa sasa tulikuwa na shortage of referees. Ilikuwa unaweza pata referee mmoja atachezesha game 4 kwa siku mzima, and that was very hectic. Utapata referee ndiye anaweza chezesha game ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu, but ya 4 atakuwa amechoka. So hiyo imekuwa pia ina interfere na games zetu. Juu unapata teams zina complain sana juu referee amechoka, amechezesha kuanzisha asubuhi. Na sheria inasema referee kwa siku anafaa kuchezesha a maximum of only 2 matches.
Tuko na team kubwa mzuri ya referees, wale tena wamesomeshwa, na kwa hivyo Laikipia sasa itakuwa even kuexport the referees, na ndio tuko na wengine na wengi, na leo hii tuko na grade 3 na tunaendelea na tumekubaliana vile watasomeshwa advanced course ya grade 2, alafu ndio grade 2, na alafu baadaye tuweze kuwa na grade 1, ya kwamba tunaweza even kuwa na teams na referees zile zitakuwa hapa, referees wale watakuwa hapa, hata wanaweza kuchezesha ile international games na au kureferee the international games.
More than 300 students on different categories participated in chess regional games held at Sungoi Girls, Uasin Gishu County. This is in preparation for the national games competitions expected next month in Nairobi. Players are mainly from secondary and primary schools, as teachers and chess regional coordinators call upon the Ministry of Education to incorporate the game into other core curriculum activities. They said currently they only have parents and schools sponsoring the games, unlike other games which are sponsored by the Ministry of Education. Students who scored more than 50 marks will automatically qualify for the national competitions.
And we really want to appreciate Chess Kenya for helping us sell the chess to the mashinani, and the game is doing very well. We believe next time we'll even have over 800 students. This is a region to watch.
Na pia Ministry ya Education ichukubali kuchukulia mchezo huu kama one of their very own, sababu tumeona wanawania wamejitokeza kwa wingi, more than 300 students wako hapa na watoto kwa jumla, all the way from under 8, na tunashukuru sababu wanacheza. Of course tumeona wengine ambao wanashindwa wanalia kiasi, but tunaelezwa kwamba ni hali ya kawaida.
Right now, since I've scored 2 points, I'm going to nationals. My expectation is when I go to nationals, I can get maybe a trophy, learning more experience, get more moves, and just being better of myself.
Bandari FC pulled a 1-0 win against Kenyan Premier League defending champions Gor Mahia at Mbaraki Stadium in Mombasa. With the win, the Dockers jumped to second place on the log with 43 points, 7 points adrift leaders Gor Mahia. Now, the Gor Mahia team started with high tempo, dominating the entire first quarter of the match with the striking force of Benson Omala, contained by Bandari's back line. Bandari coach John Baraza commented on their defensive structure, and on his part, Gor Mahia tactician Jonathan McKinstry said luck was not on their side.
Game kusema kweli game imekuwa tight. Kumbuka tumecheza na champions, ni defending champions, na so far ona league. Kwa hivyo tumecheza timu bora kwenye nchi, na mimi nafeel ku collect something ni plus kubwa kwetu, kwa vile inamaanisha tumewapunguza pointi, which means tunaweza catch up. Kwa hivyo league still ni open, na sisi kwetu kuendelea kufight tu.
I think, to be honest, Bandari have scored with their one sort of chance. Every other chance they sort of got through was flagged offside. We got our offside line well and correct, and look, we've not cleared our lines from a throw, and we've not closed down a shot, and that's really frustrating for us, because I think a lot of our performance was sort of where we wanted it to be today. We moved the ball well, we got around Bandari's press well. In the first half, I felt we weren't quick enough at playing the ball into the feet of the attacking players. I think that happened a lot better in the second half, and we spent a lot more of the second half in the Bandari half.
Well, it must be a tough night for Kogalo after that disappointing end to that game against Bandari in Mombasa. Will Gor still have a lead with a couple of games remaining to the end of the season, and they'll be hoping that this is just a setback that will definitely help them make a comeback in the next match. Well, that is where we wrap it up for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're up to date with what is making headlines across the country and the counties. Do join Fred Njiri on tomorrow's broadcast on Christian World Today. They'll be taking a look at what has been making headlines on the secular world as well as on the Christian space, who is making headlines and why, and interesting conversations, as I always say, conversations that are close to you and to your heart, because we do care. Well, thank you for watching. I'm Cynthia Nanjala. Have yourself a blessed night.